Well, the people were very warm and very, very loving and very accepting. You couldn't help but fall in love with them right away, and it was just so easy to talk to them and form relationships that I'm sure will still be there next time we go back, Lord willing.
I think I'm a little prejudiced because they are in-laws,
Mm-hmm.
but they're very loving, and especially the children. Their arms are opened, just in a loving embrace for everyone all the time.
Well, they seemed really nice and friendly. They tried to share whatever they had. It wasn't like they were embarrassed or anything, but they wanted to make sure that we were as comfortable as possible, which I was. I mean, I didn't really think about any of their stuff that I had here back at home. I was just happy to be with them. They were really happy.
Member is Raphael, because he had actually given up the place he was living for you guys, for the men to stay. And he was living in a little corner of the building that we were in. And just how hard he worked every day. I remember the morning that we were getting ready to go to church and he came to help us lock our door up. And I noticed that the mirror that he had to go and I guess shave and clean himself up was the mirror off the side of a pickup truck.
He was, I don't know, he's probably in his 60s, maybe 70s. And he was out there early in the morning, and I'm sure would have worked later than we did. And he was out there shoveling and mixing, and he was just a hard worker. And it's something that was gratifying to see, but something that we're quite frankly not used to is the work ethic that they had. They're not afraid of hard work. In fact, hard work is just a part of their life because, for one thing, their survival depends on it.
The biggest person that has the biggest impact on me every time I've been down there is Amaro, which is the community leader. He's always smiling no matter what the situation is. He'll give you a hug every time you see him. If you don't even know him, he'll give you a hug. He knows you don't understand a word he's saying, but he'll still talk to you anyway. And that's pretty much everybody up there. They'll talk to you, try to figure out a way to talk to you, because they want to, have a bond with you while you're there. So.
I guess 7 years ago now, it would be. He felt God was calling him up to Palo Alto. They have a 2-story concrete home with indoor plumbing, and it's a nice home in Santiago that was built by missionaries that he had worked with and still does work with a group of missionaries. And though he felt God was calling him up to pastor in Palo Alto. And so he initially just started going up to pastor at the church, and then really felt that he was supposed to move up there. And so they left their home. Their children live in their home now, and they moved up to a really wooden shack in Palo Alto that they have expanded, and that also was to start a retreat center, a spiritual retreat center.
The first day we had just taken, no, we hadn't even gotten our baggage up to the where we're going to be staying. We had to go up the hill, and it was a muddy hill because it was raining. We just went up to kind of look around to see where we would be sleeping. And we'd had a rain shower, pretty good one while we were up there. As we were walking down, I got all the way down to the bottom of the hill, and my last step I slipped and went down. Little Lulu and 2 of her cousins came and cleaned me up. And it was just so important to them that I not have any mud on me at all. And I had scratched my elbow. And when they got the mud off of me, then she went back and then she got me a Band-Aid and some antibacterial ointment to put on. So she took good care of me.
It was like having a lot more brothers. I already have a little brother, so I was kind of used to it, but all the kids were just so excited to see another guy come in, I guess. They were ready to play and do whatever, and so was I. I mean, I didn't care whether I was tired or sweaty or whatever. They just started playing with you, and you were just like excited. You didn't care whether you were ready to sleep or hungry or whatever. You just kind of dropped what you were doing and ready to play with them.
Yeah, there was this little boy named Tootie, and he reminded me of my son, like the energy level and how he was just so enthralled with what I was saying. He really listened to me, like just was so amazed with what I was saying, and I wasn't even saying, deep things that he was just amazed with us being there in the first place. But
we will see his kingdom come when sinners all